Yeah. Hold up.
Hey guys, welcome back to Gold Getters Unplugged. I'm Naudia.
I'm Ye.
And I'm Reese.
And we have a special guest with us today doing a G-Talk, Alexandria from IAMBELOVED. Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Y'all, we're just having like a little talk about who she is, what she does, and a lot of things that y'all need to know about as well.
Because she's bomb. Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
And she's from our area,
Yeah.
219.
So you know we're going to plug.
So Alexandria, we have nicknames for her, but we'll try to keep this formal. Alexandria, tell us a little bit. Okay. Tell the viewers what you think they should know about you.
Let's see, where do I begin? Well, my name is Alexandria Norton. That's the first name. Well, Norton, that's my countryside. I am the founder of IAMBELOVED, which is an organization, and that organization now, I guess I can call it that. Started off as a blog, you all know. So I'm the founder of that. So we're a blog, we're a conglomerate of a lot of different things. So blog, events, we hold events for women in the community, a business. So we got Shop Beloved. So Shop Beloved. But IAMBELOVED strictly just geared towards helping women become, pushing them and helping them, motivating and encouraging them to be who they're called to be, walking in their divine purposes.
Divine.
And not even just not even just that, but also, being more confident in who they are. That's really originally where it started from. I would just get on, just Facebook and everything, and just see so many women just lost, just lost in so many different ways and forms, and you can just tell, you can see it all over social media. The self-esteem is low, no confidence, the conversations that are being held on social media. And so I just got sick and tired of it, and we talk all the time about people, oh, she shouldn't be like this, she shouldn't be like that, but who's mentoring or helping them to become these people or become these women? So I really got tired of seeing young women, even older women as well, just broke down, depressed, sad, hurting, all these different things. And so I really prayed about it, about how I wanted to really reach out, and I wanted to blog. That's really what I wanted to do. Of course, I had been speaking for a point of time, at this point in time, I've been speaking a little bit, but I really wanted to write. I love writing. That's my thing. I've been changed by reading, by people's blogs and everything. So that's really how it started. That's what I wanted to do. That's still what I want to do, but that was the purpose behind starting IAMBELOVED. So it started off as a blog, and then I just felt that in order for what these blogs were saying, in order for it to really stick to people, it needed more. People needed more. So I said, let me do some things in the community. It was really on my heart to really start bringing women together, because if I read it, I take it in, that's one thing, but once I get surrounded
by those women, you feed off that energy.
Yes,
feed off that energy.
You read and you're like, yeah, but once you get around, like you said, you feed off that energy.
Absolutely.
And you see other women really doing the thing, it even gives you that boost.
It'll change your whole aspect of everything.
Right. Absolutely. And then you build relationships, you get connected, because sometimes people aren't able to go to the next level because the people they're connected with.
It's all about who you know.
Inclusion, collaboration.
Yes. So that's how I started. We got the events.
So important.
Yep. So that's how we started the events. So I mean, that's who I am, and I guess that's really IAMBELOVED. But I mean, that's
you.
Who I am. That's right. That's my baby.
So how did you come to the point? Like you said, it's something you wanted to do, but what overall in your heart or something, what sign did you receive for us, like, to say, this is what I'm supposed to do, this is my purpose, and I'm going to carry this out?
Because it's a point. It's definitely a point that you get to. It's like, all right, this is
what I'm doing.
This is it.
I think I realized it once I started getting like receiving messages from other young women saying like, you are encouragement to me. You're, you know, I am inspired, because sometimes we do things and we don't think that it's never in the forefront of our mind that people are watching
Right.
us. We're doing it because we just know it's right to do.
Exactly. Right.
And so I started receiving messages from people, you know, can you mentor me, or, you know, but really it was just, I look up to you and I'm inspired by what you do.
Right.
And so I knew at that moment that that was the type of people I was called to, because everybody, I mean, some people are called to
different things.
Yeah, same, you know, mothers or whatever, but I knew that young women was my thing, was what I was connected to, because they were drawn to the light that's in me. So I really knew that, okay, these are my people, or this is who I'm connected to. And so I mean, that's how I knew right then and there. But honestly, when starting the blog, I didn't really know that this was really what I was supposed to be doing until I got the feedback.
Right.
But I kind of had an inkling, because I had tried to blog 2 years. Well, 2 years prior to I Am Beloved, it never worked. It didn't fall through. But at this point in time, it just felt right. Like everything, you know, was coming to line. I had the computer I wanted. I was connected to the right people to help me and coach me and tell me what I should do. And I had just gotten out of a particular season in my life where I had enough to pour into other people. Okay. So it kind of felt right.
Pouring into others.
Yeah.
You cannot pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
I feel like we say this over and over again.
Over and over again.
It's so important.
Yeah. So, but I didn't know until, I promise, I almost jumped ship. Like, before, a couple weeks before the blog release, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do this still. Like, I don't think I felt like my writing was too deep. I felt like it wasn't enough. I was like, let's just forget about all of this. Nobody really knows that I can delete everything. But once it was released, it was, you know, I just knew.
Yeah.
I was like, this is it.
That's amazing.
So that's really good too, because you never know like who need that in their life. Like although you
and then it's like you needed them too. It's like just that mutual thing. Like them needing that advice from you, you needing that just boost of confidence. To really go after your dreams. So it's funny how
especially how you said that you thought maybe your work was like too deep, or you was putting in too much information. Like
it's like no,
a lot of times that's what people do. They're like, okay, that's the same exact thing that
because people be in their own heads like, dang, am I just doing the most right now?
Transparency. Nobody's transparent anymore. Everything is like, so I don't want to get,
because they're so nervous about being judged, so nervous about what people will say, but we are all a lot alike.
Women,
women, seriously.
We all go through, I would say, the same thing. I was so shocked when I found out that a lot of women have insecurities. They have insecure moments. I was like, okay, that was just me. Okay.
So it's good when people speak up like you're doing, so that they know that they're not alone. Because you're not alone.
Just another piece on that I keep hearing, and at a conference we heard this: people are waiting on your yes. So for you to be obedient, to receive, like, this is what I'm supposed to do, you felt it, you were receiving the feedback that you needed for the confirmation, and people were just waiting on you to actually do it. So it's so important that you even act on it. If it doesn't work out, okay, maybe that wasn't it, but at least you are aiming towards, you're getting out there and you're saying yes to what it is that you feel in your heart is right to do.
Right. So it's funny you said that about the yes. I was at a conference a couple weeks ago telling them how it started. I remember on Twitter somebody tweeted like, you know, Lord, use me to help heal broken women. I was like, yes, use me. And I was like, yes. And then when it came to it, I was like, I already got myself into it. I was like, can I take that yes back? So, but
So for people that are interested in starting a blog, what advice would you give them about getting started, if they're having doubts? Your resources, because people
have excuses. It's expensive,
but just a lot of different ways that you can work around that. So I just want to hear your take on that?
Well, what helped me first? Okay, so I Am Beloved launched in February 2017, but I started planning it like in October 2016.
Got it.
Okay.
So I had gotten my mission, so what I was trying to accomplish through the blog. I had gotten all of that together. Different resources that I wanted to have. So that's what I got out first was my mission. Because people think like, you know, you jump right into let me start making graphics and everything, but it's like, no, you have to have content before you have anything else. So it's like, you know, what am I trying to accomplish through this? So that was the first thing. I listed out everything I wanted to do or include in the blog. So I wanted, you know, because I wanted to incorporate fashion as well. I wanted to do faith in fashion, you know, teach people, you know, you can still be bomb, but you can be modest too as well. Like, you can still be that way. So I broke it all down. I had a notebook and I was always writing whatever came to mind. Even if it wasn't all organized, I was still writing. Whatever came to mind, I was writing my vision and whatever I wanted to do. I saw my color scheme where I was just I took a phase. This was like the creating phase or
which is a very important phase.
Yeah, so I was writing everything out, and even if it didn't look right or whatever, or it didn't add up to what I was trying to do, I could cross it out and try it again. So I was just writing everything out. Then I organized it by the mission, everything I wanted to include. Then I had a target start date. So I gave myself a launch date. And so until that launch day, what I had did was write blogs for the first 4 or 5 months. So I knew how many blogs I wanted to. I wanted to release 2 or 3 blogs a week. I'll talk about that. Like it was a lot, but I planned for it. Yeah. So I was writing like all through January. I was writing every night, every morning. I was writing. I knew I had wrote out my topics that I wanted to do. So it was fear, confidence, insecurities, all of that. I knew what I wanted to talk about every month. So I was writing each month. For the month of January, I was writing for each month. So my February was written, all of that. I think it's called batching. Yeah, that's what it's called. So I was doing all that, putting it all together. WordPress, that's what I thought too. I thought I was gonna have to pay a whole bunch of money. Like I needed a whole lot of money to blog, but WordPress was there, and so it was free. And I had to also learn. I think that a lot of people, why they don't start, because they think they have to look a certain way. And there's nothing wrong with presentation and excellence, but you have to start somewhere and allow yourself to evolve and grow. Like what I Am Beloved looks like now didn't look nothing like that in the beginning. Like it was WordPress, everything was free. I used Canvas. So I mean, really just talking. I had a talk with Asia McGee, and she was just telling me about WordPress and things like that. So I was writing, and after I finished writing my content, then I started designing. So then I started designing. Then I started, messing around and with the website and seeing what I liked, what I did not like, and from then on, then I launched. But the main thing is just knowing what you want to accomplish. Some people just want to blog just to blog, but no, it's work.
Like the cool thing to do.
It is cool, but it's work. Like it's work to consistently.
People don't understand that.
They don't. You have to love it. You have to love writing. You have to love, you have to not just love, but you have to believe in what you have to put out. Right. So,
because those are the type of blogs that go far. Like when you really believe in what you're saying, like what you're trying to get out to the people. So
yeah. So content, and then just really writing, and then getting my visuals and all that together. And once that was all organized, I was ready to release. So having what days I knew I wanted to release, actually researching too, knowing peak times on social media. So much. It's a little different now because Instagram and messed up the algorithm of everything.
You should see us, girl. When should we post? What time should we post? What should the title be? There's all these different little factors that go into
social media used to be so simple.
Yeah,
and now
it's a job.
It's like
you gotta study it.
You still gotta study it.
So every time you post a new blog post, how often do you advertise it? So meaning like, how often do you post on your social media to get people to read, you know?
Well, we talking about now or in the beginning?
Well, let's just do like from the beginning versus now.
So in the beginning, I already knew what days during the week and what times I was gonna post. The main thing was just I had to put it in place and be consistent in it.
Okay.
So if Monday morning was my thing, I would start Monday morning, and I was always gonna be Monday morning, because if your stuff, if it's good enough, then people know when you need to.
I was just about to say, they'll look for it like, oh,
Right.
It's Monday. I know Alex is dropping a blog. Let's see what she's talking about today. Yeah.
So that's the main thing, is knowing when is the best day and the best time, and then sticking to it, being consistent. That's the thing. And then your audience, they'll know you. They'll know, like, hey, she getting ready to drop Saturday morning at 11 a.m.
That's
you know, so that's where I started now, since I have built that following, and then I have more bloggers now. Now we're used to the beginning of every month.
Okay.
So at the beginning of every month, and then in the middle of the month, you'll know there's more to be released.
Okay.
So,
Got it.
yeah.
And I see you do a lot of collaborations with the different blog posts. How do you connect with those type of people?
How that happened because of the events, started doing more events, but I didn't want the blog to die, or, you know, I didn't want to kill the blog or let it go. But I couldn't do all of that by myself.
Okay.
So when I started blogging, somebody created the opportunity for me to blog on theirs.
Okay.
And so that's how I had gotten started. So let me do the same thing. Let me offer the same opportunity to other women, give them that platform to practice and, you know, get a feel for it.
Gotcha.
And so I had put out the promotion for bloggers, and to my surprise, I didn't expect that many. I was cool with just like 4 or 5, but like 10 people was like, you know, I'm interested. And
That's
so,
good.
yeah. And I really wanted to, when I relaunched I Am Beloved, I wanted to speak to the whole woman. So not just the spiritual side, but let's get these clothes together. Let's get these finances together, these businesses and our fitness. So I wanted to also educate women on certain things like political issues and things like that. So I wanted to touch everything. So I got blessed with 10 additional bloggers for each thing. Natural hair. And so they do what they do. They write. I don't micromanage. You know, I let them pour out and let them grow. Of course, I edit and critique what needs to be critiqued, but that's all them. I have my own thing, but that's them.
Right.
That's all them.
So we know that you have some events coming up. One in particular, this brunch. Please tell us about it.
All right, so Pursue the Purpose Brunch. It's going to be Saturday, April 28th at the Majestic Star Hotel. So with this event, the last event I did in December, Girls with Goals, I just loved I just love when we all come together. And so I started thinking about, like, okay, when do we all come together, you know, but more make it more classy and elegant. You know, come together as young ladies, and, you know, for some reason, and I know this may sound weird, but like when P. Diddy, when he throws his parties, these all-white parties and stuff like that. Yeah, and it look like they having a good time. I'm like, well, why can't we do that?
Right.
And so, of course, but I have to have a purpose behind everything. So I'm like, we're not just going to have a party. We're going to come together. We'll do something too. And so I was just like, I really wanted to have an all-white, you know, women come together, they're all white, and just be together and enjoy sisterhood, but just really enjoy being in the company of one another and to just learn and grow. And so I have prayed about what this brunch was going to be, what was the mission that I was trying to accomplish. And I prayed about it, and it's kind of funny how God deals with me on certain things, but I have to take a look back and see and pay attention to what's going on in the world, more particularly with women. And one thing I had noticed, I'm like, I wonder, do people know what are they supposed to be doing in life? You know, so many times people, or not even so many times, nowadays people are just living their lives aimlessly from day to day. They go through the normal routine, wake up, go to work, eat, go to sleep, wake up, do it again. Like, we're just living. And y'all never called us to just live,
Right.
you know, just to be here. Like, no, we were all born to do something. And I think people get a little discouraged or whatever, or don't really pursue it because they think that if it's not on the big stage or platform, I don't have a purpose. But it's like, no, boo, your purpose can be organizing something. You may have really great skills at organizing and planning.
You just have to tap into it.
You have to tap into it. And so I saw that was a big need for people, but more specifically women in general, to know what their purpose is or their purposes are. So I had came up with prayer. I want to say I prayed, and then what came to me was pursue the purpose. Pursue the purpose. Go after it, because there are some people who are just chilling and it's just like, you know, are unaware they have a purpose,
or just don't even know
how to
pull
get
it out
to it,
of
or
themselves.
what their purpose is.
Right.
So I was like, what if we pray, you know, we come together in our all white and, you know, we eat well, but then let's really talk about this purpose. Let's talk about it, because I really feel like this day and time with everything that's going on in the world, and there's a lot going on, there's a strong need for people, you know, for certain areas, you know, people are needed, certain skill sets, certain gifts, certain abilities are needed in just different sectors and areas in the business and market, wherever is needed. There's a deficit because a lot of people don't know what they're supposed to be doing, or they're too afraid to do it.
Exactly.
And so that is where Pursue the Purpose came from, because I really want women to come together, women to be not only just encouraged, but have the confidence or the knowledge or awareness that I'm here to do something. I'm not here, you know, some women are so wrapped up in getting married and having babies. That's not we, you know, that's not our only purpose. Yeah, you can, but that should be your only focus.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I have been in the place like, you know, I think that I'm just here to get married and have kids, but it's like, no, you have way more to do. Like, that should not be your only focus. I think that once people really see that I'm here to really do something, or there's something for me to do, then they'll take their focus off of irrelevant or out of season things, and they'll go after that. So that's what the brunch is going to be about. Asia Kareem McGee is going to be the keynote speaker, and she's the one, like I mentioned earlier, who helped me with my planning process to I Am Beloved. You know,
that's good.
She helped me. Yeah, so it's crazy. It comes all full circle. And so she's going to talk about purpose and how it relates to destiny, you know, and really we get these women together and help them
that's
to
good
see.
though,
Like,
because that's something that they need. Just like from the conference that we went to before, we just thought, we sat back and was like, dang, we really needed to hear like everything they had to say. Like, we've been asleep on this whole situation.
You don't really know that you need something until you receive it. You're like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, it kind of knocks you in your face. You're like, let me get it together.
Yeah.
Because this is not it.
Yeah.
It's not the end all be all.
Right.
It's got so much more.
And then we have so much life, like even, you know, where we are right now, it's not going to be here forever. Like, there's so much more, like, to come and to be. So, that's my goal. That's my mission for this. It's
amazing.
Yeah.
Let's
figure out
So
what
one last question. What is, just summing it all up, what is one thing that you want all women to take away from this brunch? Like the one thing you'll be happy with that they all take away from the brunch?
Good question. Okay, that I have a purpose. I know that's like super just straightforward, but that I have a purpose, and I say that that's important to me that they know, because I want people to know that regardless of where they are in life at this present time, no matter what past mistakes they've made, no matter what type of family they come from, no matter what their, you know, financial level is, whatever, it doesn't matter. I want people just to know that they have a purpose. Regardless if you know what that purpose is right now, or whatever the case may be, the main thing that I want them to walk away from is that I have a purpose and I got work to do. You know, I have a purpose. You know, I don't have to stay where I am. you know, and that there's more to them. When people realize I have a purpose, and they're able to see like there is more to me than it meets the eye.
Yes.
There is more. You know, I'm more than this. I'm more than just a 9-to-5 full-time employee. I'm more than just a mother. I'm more than this. There's more for me to do. But the main thing is that I want people to walk away with is that I have a purpose.
So Alex, can you let everyone know once again how they can find you on social media, a rundown on the brunch?
So, you can find me. My Instagram is Alexandria_Norton. It's Alexandria with the I.
We gonna put it down below. Don't worry.
So Instagram is Alexandria_Norton. Facebook, Alexandria Norton. The blog, the brunch, everything that is related to I Am Beloved. You can go to the website www.IamMyBeloved.com.
All right, guys, that wraps up this G Talk. Alexandria, thank you so much for sharing this insight with us.
We never did nothing like this before, like this interview type thing. We just trying out different stuff with G Talks, right?
Maybe that's the next thing.
That's what I'm saying. If y'all like this type of setup, we know amazing people.
We do.
That we can introduce y'all to. Alex is just one of many amazing women that we know. So
definitely.
Yeah, if you like this episode, please let us know. We're happy to do this.
Alright, y'all, make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure you leave a comment down below. Like we said, if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Y'all gonna keep hearing us say it until y'all hit that button.
It's so simple.
Right there.
Never miss a beat with.
Yes.
And lastly, make sure that y'all attend Alex's Brunch.
Yes.
If you're in the 219, Chicago area, Indianapolis, come down.
Come down. California.
Tickets are only $30.
Yes. Only $30.
For all this good stuff.
Yes.
You can't beat that. Seriously.
No,
so support her.
Something's in store. Something amazing in store.
Absolutely. Yes. Support this queen. Because we love her. She's doing great things.
We've known her for years, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They know me before I Am Beloved.